game on!
Okay, I'm 100% live. I just need to DM someone. Shit. God damn it. There we go. I have to actually work around my microphone because it actually blocks access to my keyboard. I need to switch to Twitch because I can't see my own chat. And that is a problem. Okay, now I can.
More shall gather. More shall enter the fray.
Thank you, Sumi. Now, I'm doing Easter stuff on Animal Crossing, which is why I'm playing this. I have a reason why I was late. And I accidentally drank some milk that decided it hated life. And it went past the spoiled mark and went directly to bad, and there is a difference. Spoiled milk is milk where you just get the clumps. Bad milk is where the gallon of milk intentionally grabs a baseball bat and starts smacking at mailboxes. It's bad. So it may sound like I'm being facetious, but it was legit a bad glass of milk. I had to pour the gallon down the drain. Just, ugh. But I hope you are doing well, Sumi. Alright. going in the opposite direction. It's not heading towards me. I need to go over here. Oh shit, that is one of the holiday ones. I kind of have to be careful in case like a spider spawns. Why did I unselect that? Give me 1 second here. That missed? I've been sitting on the same chair for nearly 16 hours doing homework. Ooh, that's not healthy. I say that as I pretty much have done the same thing millions of times over when I was in school. But legit, that is not healthy. I feel like a failing college student. Well, if it makes you feel better, I almost dropped out of high school. True story. When I was in high school, they kept on giving me class. My biological father was involved in my class making choices, and rule number 1, never have a narcissistic parent that doesn't give a shit about you choose your classes for you. It doesn't end well. You know, I mean, I hate to add the spoilers to you, but it doesn't end well. What he essentially did was he put me on a work school program, and then he started pointing me towards a whole bunch of jobs I had no transportation for, and then he denied me transportation to actually get any jobs, and I failed. Well, I took a failing grade for work home because I couldn't get work because I had no transportation. So that was fun, and then I was put into a basic HTML programming class, and what that is that's a basic programming class for websites. So you have to get the colors correct, you have to get the coding correct. Mind you, I'm colorblind and dyslexic. So you're putting a colorblind and dyslexic person into a classroom that depends on color correction and coding. I almost failed that too. I only passed the class because the teacher wanted to get rid of me and said, okay, if you pass the final exam, which is making an entire web page correctly, then you pass the class. I don't know how, but I somehow managed to do that. So. And because of that, I actually got my high school diploma. Moral of the story is don't allow people that don't give a shit about you to pick your classes. It does not end well. And if you fail, it won't be surprising, but if you pass, you get all the dirty looks. At my high school graduation ceremony, my biological father was just giving me dirty looks constantly. Presumably because I passed. I never went to college, but high school is just bleh for my senior year. Everything but my senior year in high school is fine. Middle school is terrible, but high school wasn't too bad until my senior year. But yeah, don't let narcissists pick your classes for you. Especially if they don't give a shit about you. Does not end well. So, when you've told me about problems you've had with people picking classes for you in the school. I get that. Yeah. To this day, I don't know how the hell I actually passed high school. I still have my high school diploma. So. I get what you're saying. But yeah, if I can only tell you that it's hard to explain how throwing someone that's colorblind and dyslexic into a computer programming class that requires both normal color vision and being able to read code, how that made me feel. Just that was the part that pissed me off. Yeah, it was oof. Okay, I need to see what I'm going after. No, don't get the axe. I always accidentally pick up the axe. No, please do not read too much into that, chat. I signed up for wrestling. Alright. I'm going to say stuff that is going to be sad, but it's literally true. Bamboo wall, when did I pick that up? I don't know when I picked up that. Order obtained. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I have egg, earth, leaf. Okay, I need sky and I need water. Sky eggs are actually those items I was looking at. You can only pick up the recipe if you get enough sky eggs and enough water eggs. Sky eggs are gotten from the balloons that have the egg on them. And the water eggs, you have to, and I'm not kidding about this, fish them out of the ocean. Axe. I'll tell you this much. Come on. It was... Yeah, there's a water egg. It was perfect timing for the story. But yeah. That's exactly what they are. There's actually an Easter Bunny character. I doubt I'm going to see that character. I don't want fish. Let me just unselect the fishing rod. Now I'm not selling the wood because I can use that to craft a slingshot, and if my current slingshot goes bye-bye, I can just pop out that one. And here's something I don't like. Oh shit, I don't have enough bells on my person. I'm just gonna leave that there for a second. So I don't... I'm gonna pull out 9,000 bells and just bury it, and then... Okay. Draw. Wait, I'm just gonna do this. This would be easier if I just deposited everything and then just took out 10,000. This doesn't force me to do math. Yeah, let's pick the option that forces me to do the least amount of math. I caught a huge fish when I was on vacation. I've never gone fishing. Okay, quick look at this. Let me... quickly select the money, bury in hole. Now, here's the problem, is that there's essentially 6 types of eggs. There's a wood egg, a leaf egg, a sky egg, wood egg, leaf egg, sky egg, a water egg, a tree egg, and a ground egg. Now, did I mention that? Yeah, I did mention there's like a rock egg. And by the way, unless I have a question, go ahead, ask. Where is... Okay. Let me quickly get up my net. Do you have Steam? No, I do not. I am a console person, not by choice, but mostly by necessity. There's a reason why I say that. I'm a console person because I have to use a video game controller, and I have to use a video game controller because I have arthritis in my left wrist. I actually have limited use in my left hand because of how bad my arthritis is. Now, on my right hand, I can only use 4 of my 5 fingers effectively. One of my 5 fingers I can't really use too well because of nerve damage to my right hand. Now, the nerve damage to my right hand is my fault, okay? That is not anything I can blame on any other person except for myself. Bunny Day Wreath. Okay, that's actually something I need. I need all those holiday things. Yeah. You see, there's also another problem with it, is that if I started playing computer games, I would have to buy another computer. I'm kind of torn between getting a PS5 and a gaming computer. I'm really torn between the two things because I know I can't game with a keyboard and mouse. My hand movement is not good enough for it. It even slows down how fast I type. I'm sure that in chats you've seen how slow I actually am to respond. That's because I can just barely type. It's not because I don't know how to type. When I was in high school, I took a typing class. How do I... Okay, grab one. I'm separating that out for a reason. In order to make a slingshot, I need 5 of these. These two, I don't need it as much. Wait. PS5, get that. Jamie hasn't returned. Yeah, I'm likely going to hold off on a console until they're more readily available. Which I might be waiting for another console generation if that happens. I reserve the up here for tools, so I'm trying to think what goddamn tool broke. Hold on. What tool broke? What's the news? I mean, if something upsets you, then it doesn't make it any more or less important. I found out my brother has The Last of Us Part 1 and 2 and won't let me play it. Last of Us 2 I could kind of see because there is at least a sex scene in it, but the first one? Okay, wait. Is this your older brother or is it one of your younger brothers? Because if this is a younger brother, then yeah, that's a dick move. Unless it's... Now, I didn't let my sister borrow my shit as much as physically possible because she never returned shit. Quote unquote borrowing things, letting my sister borrow my shit just meant that it would disappear into the ether and I'd never see shit again. This is a full disclaimer. So I very quickly got in the habit of not letting my sister borrow my shit because it was just straight up theft. But for me personally, it's because I knew I was never going to see it again. And then she eventually got caught red-handed doing that to me. As she had childhood toys of mine in her room when I was still kind of young and she was just starting to be a teenager. And my parents were like, why do you need children's toys in your room? Especially ones that aren't of your personal interest. So, yeah. Your sister deserved the bug prank if that was the right one. I only have one sister that's alive, and yeah, it was the same sibling. Same exact sibling. But I did the bug prank for a completely different reason. The reason why I did the bug prank is because she kept harassing me over the fact that I'm arachnophobic, and she is terrified of bugs. I did it because A, it was extremely hypocritical. Oh, I know why. Because I had that actually break, and then I made a spare. Okay, now I know why that's there. She was making fun of the fact that I'm arachnophobic, and she's terrified of bugs. And her justification was using her gender. So what I did was, when she used her gender as a justification for essentially picking on me for my fear of spiders, I have no fear of like plastic bugs, like zero. Like, if I knew that they're plastic ahead of time, you're not going to get me to yell or scream or be terrified in the least. It's just not going to get a reaction from me. And that's what led to the bug prank. After that, I was like, nope, not taking this shit from my sister. I went to my local dollar store, which was less than a quarter mile away. I had to cross one crosswalk in order to get there. Went into the store with the intention of buying, I don't know, fucking $20 worth of, $10 to $20 worth of plastic bugs. I think it was probably closer to 10, and they were like $5 each. And then I had 2 bags, and they said, oh, you know, it's buy one get one free, so is that all you want? And I was like, it was buy one get one free, so I got another 2 bags. I had a total of 4 bags. Each bag had 500 plastic bugs for a total of 1,000 plastic bugs. I took the I took the plastic bugs home, waited until my sister was asleep, and I waited a few hours extra after that because I wanted to make sure she was really out of it. Then I put them all on every flat surface that was in her room. I did her dresser, I did her little book nook, I did her windowsill, I did the little shelf in her closet that was right above where she hangs her clothes. I had them on the bed all surrounding her, and then I put some in her in the areas of her pillow where I knew she would toss and turn, and get them in her hair. I even was so careful as to put them in the on sections of the bed I knew she was going to sleep on, so that they would still be there in the morning. And then as I walked out, I covered her floor with plastic bugs, and I did it backwards so that I wouldn't step on any on the way out and wouldn't injure myself and scream and kind of let myself be known. And I even made sure that all the plastic bugs were staring in her general direction. And hold on. And when I went down the stairs like the next day, I basically All right, this is definitely a holiday one. I basically went down the stairs. I got my breakfast, which was cereal and milk, and I just the instant I put my spoon into the cereal, I looked at my mother and I was basically like,
"You're going to hear a scream. My sister is fine. I didn't harm her. There's not a hair on her head that's injured. You're going to hear a scream."
And my mother was like, "What'd you do? No, seriously, what'd you do?"
My only response was, "You're going to hear a scream."
So like the last time I said you're going to hear a scream, sure enough, that's what summoned my sister to start screaming her head off. And she went running down the stairs. And she was scratching her head, trying to get all the quote-unquote bugs out of her hair. And her response was just to look at me and say, "There's real bugs in my hair, there's bugs in my hair." And I just looked at her and I called her by her name and I said, "Do real bugs in your hair have made in China at the thorax?" After she looked at the plastic bug and realized it said "made in China" and was written on the thorax, it wasn't me trying to be cute or cheeky. It literally had that on there. She was just like, "You, how, when?" And I said, "Oh, you were asleep when I did it." And she said, "Wait, I was asleep? But that would mean I was in my room. I would hear it." And I said, "Apparently not." And my mother just looked at me and said, "You snuck into your sister's room?" And I'm like, "I didn't take anything. I didn't break anything. And I didn't harm her. I didn't sneak through any of her stuff, I promise." My mother just looked at me and said, "Well, you couldn't have put that many plastic bugs." And that's when I just started laughing. And my biological father was there too, and he's like, "He couldn't you put that many up there." And I just start laughing. Like, the longer it went on, the louder I just started laughing. And my biological father was like, "Well, I'm gonna have a look. It couldn't have been too many." And then he goes up the stairs. I could feel him opening the door. I could feel her. I could feel that door being opened, because the instant my biological father opened the door, I didn't even need to see it to know when it happened. I heard him just exclaim on the top of his lungs, "Jesus Christ! How the fuck did he do this?" And my mother just looked at me and said, "You couldn't have put that many up." Okay. "You couldn't have put that many up there." I just start laughing again, and she just looked at me, and my mother was like, "No, seriously, you couldn't have put that many up there." And I just start laughing again, and the volume kept increasing every time she said, "You couldn't have put that many up there." And then my biological father finally exclaimed, "Oh, you just gotta come see this." And my mother just walked up the stairs, and I could feel the instant that she saw how many I put in. Because she exclaimed, "Holy shit! Jesus Christ, when the fuck did he do this?" Oh. Alright, that's actually going to reset the area. You harmed her vocal cords, Wes. She performed the screamo incorrectly. Oh man, actually, I didn't harm her vocal cords because my sister was part of like a school chorus, and she was used to hitting those high notes, much to my annoyance. She did not lose her voice. She absolutely lost her temper, but she didn't lose her voice. And I know that she didn't lose her voice because I was, as a child, anytime she lost her voice, I was extremely happy because that meant I didn't have to hear her voice. So, trust me, I would have known if I heard her voice. Oh, me and her did not get along. Like, she's still alive, I just don't talk to her anymore at all. I'll get back to that ground one. Oh, that's lucky. That is the luckiest shit I've ever seen. My friend's grandmother house literally has a computer with the words, "Oh shit," on the wall. It is a word that is said on impulse, sort of how I say, you know, on impulse. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, for me, okay, it's just money. Okay, Bunny Day stool. This is actually important. I need to get all these recipes. Now, because you weren't here for previous one, there has been 2 massive changes to my Animal Crossing's island. Let me just crawl up here for a moment. I'm going to show you one of the changes. I really need to be up here to actually show you it. Remember the Quetzalcoatlus, the giraffe-sized pterosaur? Well, I kind of got an entire fossil of that one here. I also got a pterodon fossil. Let me just, oh, that's already well used. There we go. I got a pterodon fossil right there. I don't know why, but this right here is always the hardest fossil to complete. You'd think it would be something like the sauropods. They're just multiple pieces. Now, I have a bit of bad news about Jurassic World evolution. There is no Argentinosaurus in the Jurassic World evolution. So, as much as I personally would want to see that, yeah. But there is a Gigantosaurus. Thank you for posting that. Okay, for anyone that might be watching on either a host or through a third-party app, because there's at least one that I know my account is direct connected to. All my streams are charity streams that benefit St. Jude. Donations for the charity go through Tiltify, and bits and subs goes towards the streamer and not the charity. My charity is called the Never Ending Campaign, and if the link ever breaks or fails, I renew it as soon as humanly possible. And this is now a 2-person charity that is ongoing. And I say it's 2-person, it's really 2 streamer. It's myself and Mystical Sumi. Okay. I need to see. Okay, I have earth eggs. That means I don't need to dig into the ground for them. I have leaf eggs. Wood. Okay, I need sky and water. Speak of the devil. Alright, it would have popped if that were the one. By the way, I need to see if the cherry link is okay. I'll be lurking for just a second. Last I checked, mine was functional. Let me just mute the tab. Mine is functional for the moment. I don't know. Oh, I'm on my end. I mean, yours is fun. Okay, that makes more sense. Alright, I need to actually, while you're doing that, I'll be continuing to ramble. Okay. I'm going to... I should have at least one more fossil. I can't tell if that's a holiday one or not, so I'm just going to shoot it down. It's not. Switch to my shovel. That is not what I was hoping it would be. I still need to get the rock one. Where is this? Okay. Yeah, that's a whiff. That's a whiff. I'm whiffing with a shuffle. With a shovel. That's... I apparently can't aim down. Please don't take that out of context. Please. I am so glad I turned off the clip thing. That would have been bad. You mean I have another rock behind the stake? I could have gotten more Easter rocks. I am not a smart man. I know this. I frequently put my foot in my mouth. Having the clips off isn't just a move to protect my channel from DMCAs. As much as I... Okay, I need to... Really? I find... Seriously? It still didn't pop? I already have this one, so it's not going to. Now, here's the thing, is that if you get so many eggs of the same type, it pops a certain recipe, and it is not popping for the sky one, and that is the more annoying one to get, because that's actually random. Like the fishing one, I can do infinitely. All right. Let me see something. Okay. Mike is now timed out. Honest Gamer Mike is now timed out for an hour. And yes, that is exactly what I was doing. I seriously doubt he's even in the channel. If he is, I don't see him. At least not on the list. There's usually about 4 or 5. Okay, this Easter shit is actually taking over my money trees. I'm actually losing money from this. So... Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna quickly dig this out. The game is just teasing me at this point. I don't mind the eggs. I just mind them the instant that they keep me from getting fossils. That's when I'm like... Oh, further bad news. There's no Quetzalcoatlus in Jurassic World either. There is a pterosaur that you can unlock. And that's the pterodon, but yeah. It has been official. It has been officially been 16 hours since I've been doing homework. Are you still doing homework, or did you get it finished? Bamboo doll. Okay. Alright, I apparently did not know that one. Yes, I have estimated about 3 to 4 hours left of this BS. Oof. I remember homework in a not too fond way. I stopped doing homework when I was in high school. I really stopped seeing a benefit to it because while I was constantly told that homework accounted for a fraction of my grade, I had a teacher try to actually get me suspended because I stopped doing homework. And I eventually got this teacher to just back off entirely. And I was like, listen, I basically told the teacher that I live with a psychotic, and homework literally makes my life hell in the home front. And the teacher didn't believe me, which was fine, because I had the sociopathy that was my biological father in my record. One day when I came home from school, I was doing homework, and it literally pissed him off, and he tore up my homework. And that entire incident got put on my permanent record. Not like as a dig towards me, but hey, more like as a dig towards my biological father. Like, hey, this kid deals with like true crazy. Don't be harsh on him. And the teacher actually saw that in my record and was like, oh shit, I didn't know. I wouldn't have given you any homework if I had known this. And the teacher said, for the rest of the year, for the rest of the time that you're my student, you're just excused. Boom. No more homework from that teacher. So, and yeah, that is a true story. He really did tear up my own homework. So for me, homework was... Ugh. Homework was something I did not like. High school year, I just flat out didn't do it. Like, all throughout high school, all 4 years. Looking... Oh, don't tell me it's in the zoo. I hate going in here. It always eats the frame rates. It's not the stream if the frame rate goes to shit. I'm saying that now, it is the console. I'm amazed it didn't go to shit. My dog ate my homework. Well, I mean, my parents are divorced, and he did commit adultery, so that's still more of an apt comparison than you may think. I mean, you may say it as a joke, but it's accurate. I really wish that weren't true. I wish I was just kidding. Oh boy. There's no question that he's off his rocker. Alright. Oh, son of a bitch. You see, and that's the reason why That's the reason why I got the, still not... Still not gonna pop. That's the reason why I got the 5 hardwood. My dog ate my homework. Alright. I normally don't craft this because I normally don't have the tools to actually make a slingshot. Like the resources, the wood. But yeah. Okay, all done. Yeah. It's kind of impossible to talk about... Oh, son of a bitch. I didn't need to do that. Well, now I have 2. Alright, while that happens, I'm going to... You know what? I'm going to harvest... Do I have any eggs on my... before I harvest that, I want to make sure I get all the fossils. Now, I don't have to check the upper level, like all the way in the back and on top, for the reason being that I cemented over there a long time ago to deal with the nightmare that was my quote-unquote flower bed. I do not... Alright, I have essentially 2 goals. One goal is to get rid of these money trees. Alright, let me quickly switch to this. Oh. That is really starting to annoy me. How many do I have? I have 2 sky eggs. Alright. Alright. I heard that, like, minimum that they should pop every 16 to 17 eggs. And for some people, they pop, like, a little earlier than that, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, my biological father, he's a nutter. And I'm not saying that he's crazy in a euphemistic language. No, he's off his rocker. Technically, he should probably be in prison for, like, conspiracy to actually commit, like, federal offenses. That's how out of it he is. Alright, let's see how many sky eggs I actually have. Stone eggs, 7. I have 14 sky eggs. Okay, mathematically, at the very least, it should appear within the next 3. But yeah, oof. Okay. Let's see. All right. I think I got the water one, and if I did, that would... Oh, that's not what I wanted. Do I have the water one? Leaf, egg, wood. No, I do not. Well, that's just taking up space in my inventory. Yes, sell. You know what? Still don't... Wait. I think it would be all... Well... Let me just double check, make sure it's not... This is why I cleared out. This is why I cleared out the flower bed. I'll wait until it hits about here-ish. Really? Oh, you gotta be shitting me. Finally. Okay, that is what I wanted to pop, because that meant that I finally got the sky outfit. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I need the rock one and the water one. Okay. Good. I'm gonna go after the rock one next, because the water one I can do infinitely, and the rock one not so much. When I get all 6 of them to pop, I should be getting a few more. Now, I'm still going to be shooting these down because these can actually still give me recipes. Yeah, I can... if it only gives me 3 fossils, I'm going to be annoyed. I don't see... Okay, let me go... Alright, there's a little bit of land up here. Ah! Finally. If this is an egg, I'm gonna be pissed. Good. I would have been cursing if that had been an egg. Now, I can finally... do a few things that can actually help me out. I need to go... I need to have my fossils assessed. There's literally 1 fossil I actually want. I really want like a full iguanodon fossil that's 3 pieces and Parasaurolophus. I don't have the iguanodon, and I'm only missing 1 part of the Parasaurolophus. It says fossils. This one, this one, this one, and this one. Okay, let's see what I actually have. This. Oh, that's one of the ones I need. That actually completes this. Now, there are 2 fossils I need. Now, I need to get out of the museum. The zoo, which is what I'm calling this area with all these animals, are sea creatures and arthropods that are going to the people that actually, well, the in-game characters that actually purchase them. And I do that because, unfortunately, creatures are only available seasonally. And when I get them faster than I can actually offload them, which creates a problem. Okay, put this one in storage. All right, I'll show you what I mean by Parasaurolophus. Where is it? Where are you? That is a fast scroll. Oh wait, it's not in alphabetical order, that's why. Alright. This is Parasaurolophus. I didn't... So I may have run into the worst issue so far. What issue is that? My ability to help with homework is extremely limited. Put in storage. Math. That is not my strong point. Alright. I'm going to say something to you, and it's not going to be shocking in the least. Academically speaking, my strong point was social and political sciences. That was, you know, that was a subject matter that a Ivy League school offered me like a scholarship in, but I was at best a low A to a high B average in science. Math? I don't know how the fuck I passed some of my math courses. I honestly do not know. Right, math was single-handedly the worst subject I had. I was good at geometry and algebra for some odd reason, though I haven't done it in years. I would not presume to be good at that currently. English language arts is my specialty. I'm barely passing with a 69.5%. Yeah, I had some low grades in math too. How I got better at math is not something I would ever recommend to anybody else. This is true, what I'm about to say, and it was painful in more ways than one. When I was in high school, I was in weightlifting classes. I took a shitload of them. Now, I took weightlifting classes with the intention of using that to avoid math classes. Now, if you're able to use like 5% of your brain, you're able to realize how much this is a bad idea and how little success I'm going to have in this goal. Obviously, if you're lifting weights, you're going to be using math. You're going to be using crazy amounts of math. And if you don't get your math correct in a weightlifting class, you get injured. Now, before you say, oh, you're foreshadowing, this story doesn't need much more foreshadowing. After many pulled muscles, I got better at math. We're not going to discuss the seriousness of those injuries. We're just not going to do that. That coin caused me pain. All right. Alright, I'm going to go in the bank here, and you're going to see fun things with math real quickly. Alright, I want to deposit everything that's on my person for bells, because I'm not going to be able to carry what's on my person after I do what I do. Alright. This, and this, and this, and that. Those aren't used in weightlifting. Okay, let me clarify. I was good at algebra. I was good at geometry. Those were the only subjects of mathematics I was good at. I was even good at theoretical mathematics. Okay, it sounds like I'm really good at math on paper when I say things like that. But please realize that I cannot multiply without a calculator. I cannot divide without a calculator. Technically. When I was in high school, I could actually do division in my head and the remainder, but I could never write out the math itself, and they made it so that that was a requirement. Basic mathematics was something I never got. If I wrote out division basically the long way, with remainders and all that stuff, I was able to get it, but I almost the teachers never wanted me to not show my work, and that alone made me less able to do math. And I'm not kidding about that. The way that teachers actually taught their classrooms made me less able to do math. And to this day, I can no longer do the mathematics I was once capable of because of the ham-handedness of some very stupid teachers. They were so incompetent. I'd be more mathematically inclined had they just not taught me anything. That's bad. I might have another axe. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, right, the axe. That's what I'm in here for. I had a major brain fart. Couldn't remember. Do I have an axe in here? Okay, how about... Alright, no axe. I have a blue sparkler, but I don't have an axe. Do I have an extra axe on my person? That probably would have been the thing to check first. I do not see... no, I don't see an axe on my person. I'm going to check, like, every room just in case. Alright. Okay, no axe in there. I don't think I have one. I probably would have seen it. But my house is a complete clusterfuck. Alright. Welcome back. I'm just checking my house to see if I actually have an axe. Oh wait, I was already in there. Ah, there's an axe. That solves that problem. Oof. I'm lucky I actually managed to get a drink before I started streaming. But I keep my drink just out of reaching distance. It's sad, but that technically counts as stretching when I'm streaming. Oh, I'm a bad example for humanity. Okay, where is that tree that I failed to chop down? Well, it wasn't that one. You know what? Let's just call it this one. I don't think it was this one, but it doesn't matter. That's one less tree. Let me... I know my luck. Keep in mind, this was actually empty. Okay, what? I've found out some bright news. I only have to make a 65% on the course to pass. I'm at a 45.5%. Ooh, you're still short about 19.5%. Oh man, I can't guarantee I'm correct about that. Like I said, my math skills are questionable. This shit is due in the afternoon. Ooh. Teachers are plain evil. I wholeheartedly mean that. Seriously, this character is blind as a bat. They failed to aim down. It is the district. If I don't do this, I failed the grade and semester 1. Yeah, I stand by what I said earlier. School systems are loads of horse shit. Alright, let me quickly unload my egg. Now I'm doing this because I think the game is actually despawning my money forest, and I want to save as much of it as I possibly can. Which is sort of why my parents failed to give them an extension, because they refused. Yeah, here's the thing, is that if this is purely my opinion, feel free to disagree with this. I feel that if you're in a quote-unquote education system and you're prioritizing quote-unquote education above students' health, then your education system isn't worth a fucking thing. It doesn't accomplish anything. being that I've been a student, I can tell you effectively, I have never learned anything out of 2 bloodshot eyes. Not a damn thing. And I have a high school diploma. So, yeah. As if, yeah, you can agree. I've had to do many a project out of 2 bloodshot eyes, and I can tell you that I didn't learn anything effectively other than the fact that they were requiring me to bust my ass instead of actually trying to teach me anything. How much I value an education system is whether or not it is truly an education system. First and foremost, yes, obviously I have my favorite subject on academics. I'm not going to say that I don't play favorites with academics. I'd be full of shit if I said otherwise. That being said, I do believe that mathematics needs to be taught, but if you're teaching mathematics in such a way that's actually making students forget the math skills that they already have, maybe you should rethink the thought process of, or maybe they should rethink the thought process of showing all the work. Because that shit doesn't work. And forcing a student to do tests and exams out of 2 bloodshot eyes and saying you're going to fail unless you do these class requirements. At that point, aren't they forcing the focus to be on tests and to see if you did your assignments rather than if you learned anything? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm the jackass in this. I very easily could be. I don't proclaim to be a expert on education. I flat out am not the expert on anything. No, I'm making a lot of sense. I just view it as if you want to teach something, teach the subject, don't teach the homework. Because I got very little out of my public education system. Here's literally everything I got out of the quote-unquote public education system. And it's not pretty. The public education system, and this is according to my own experience, so it's very, very much a limited test size, and it is the test group of 1. So it doesn't speak for everyone. Sorry for that. Well, text though, but I wish my school or any district for that matter could see that. Yeah, from my experience, for what I picked out is that public education system does not care about the health of their students. That is a dead giveaway. You know, that is a dead giveaway of what I actually got out of it. Now, I got the lesson that public education system doesn't care about the safety of the students when I was told that I had to go outside and towards a trailer without a coat on in the middle of the winter for a DARE class, which was back in the day an anti-drug class that was taught by a police officer. I had to go to a trailer outside of the school to be taught this anti-drug thing. And I was not allowed to bring my coat, so I was forced to go outside. And at the time, I had just recovered from pneumonia, And at the worst end of that pneumonia, I had a fever of 105, and I nearly died. And they wanted me to go outside without a coat on so that I could take classes to learn about the evils of drugs. And the cherry on top was I was using codeine that was prescribed from a doctor, which is a byproduct of cocaine, and they wanted me to risk my life so that they could tell me about the evils of narcotics while my very life depended on it, while putting my life in danger. I was in elementary school when that happened. I remember giving a police officer, a teacher, an earful. I bitched both of them out in front of my mother. She did not care. And I remember the cop saying, "Is he really on codeine?" She said yes. And I remember the cop saying, "Does he really have a prescription?" She said yes. And apparently I knew more about drugs than he did, because he didn't know that codeine was a byproduct of cocaine and it had medicinal purposes. And this was the person teaching me about drugs. I bring you the public education system in a nutshell. It isn't even hard to notice. I have told you plenty of stories of my school not caring for their students' mental and physical health. Yeah, that's not a hard sell for me. From what I just told you, yeah, that's definitely not a hard sell. Okay, switch back to this. Switch back to this. It's because the game is constantly taking away my... How many more of these do I have to do? Not zero. Okay, I'm gonna be at this for a while. So yeah, the public education system is fucking terrible. Oh, and here's some. Yeah, I get that. I understand. Here's a funny little story about the DARE program. The DARE program, which was an anti-drug program that was run by the schools, used to give students free pencils. And on these pencils, they said, "Too cool to do drugs." And as students wore down the pencils, the phrase changed. And that phrase changed from "too cool to do drugs" to simply "cool to do drugs." And then it eventually changed to simply "do drugs." And they were handing these out as part of the anti-drug program. So it was an entire program that blew up in front of their faces. Schools were fucking stupid, even in my day of back when I was a student. I need to deposit these money so that I can keep harvesting. Pause it. Did I tell you a 7th grader brought her cat in her backpack to school the other day? No, this is actual news to me. Was it intentional, or did the cat kind of like sneak into the backpack? Because I know that my sister had that happen. Intentional. Oh, that's... Hi, Nitro. Enjoy your lurk. Currently, I'm trying to do 2 things at once. I'm trying to deforest my bell trees, at which I have a lot of them, so they don't turn into egg trees. And I stand to lose, you know, quite a penny if that happens. Yeah. The school event was someone bringing a cat to her school intentionally. Even in my day, I remember that being very, very, very much against school rules. Let's switch to this. I mean, I love cats, but the reason why they actually have that as a rule in most schools of don't bring your pet to school is as some people are allergic. And then there are people like me that don't get along with all animals. I particularly do not get along with dogs at all. Okay. Please don't break. Please don't break. Okay, it didn't break. I have no problem with felines. I love them. But that's pretty dangerous for a pet's life and others. Yeah. Here's the thing, is that I've gone to school. I know the kind of a-holes that go in there. I know that not everyone that goes to a school is mentally sound. I know that there are students out there that are off their fucking rocker. A lot of teachers and a lot of people in schools don't like facing that fact, but that's the harsh reality of it. That a lot of people in public schools, quite frankly, do not need to be in that facility and should be in one with mattress-laden walls and special type of jackets called straight jackets. And I'm referring to some of the students, and I'm aware not all students are like that, but there are some students that are just little terrors that shouldn't be in public. And that is the minority of students, but in public schools they simply don't do anything about it. So I would not bring a pet to school. Yeah. I just... If not for the safety of the pet, then for the health of the students. Again, I know that that's a minority of students, not every one of them. I am quickly starting to fill up my inventory with money. Protect the cat. The students are expendable. I agree, Nitro. I agree. Protect the kitty. Now, I have bad experiences with dogs. How bad of experiences with dogs? I have at least one scar in a place where the sun doesn't shine. From my childhood. I'll leave it at that. But after that incident, I just did not get along with dogs. Just no. Oh, cool. I timed that out perfectly. Really? It was perfect for like all of 2 seconds. I don't really like them either. Oh, it's back to being synchronized. Oh, now they went to dancing. I wonder if I actually have... That's good enough. Let me just quickly deposit this. I have like all the bells in the world. I don't think I'm going to be making any more bell trees. I don't see a need for it. But yeah, I've had nasty experiences with dogs. I've been attacked by dogs more times than I can remember. The last time I was attacked by a dog, it got pretty vicious on how I reacted. Like the dog was aggressively attacking my arm. I still remember this to this day. Luckily, I was wearing an extremely thick coat because it was winter. But the dog was starting to bite through the coat. And I knew that if the dog bit through the coat, I was going to need stitches. And that's if the dog didn't rip my arm off entirely. So while there was still a layer of protection between me and the dog, I punched the dog as hard as I could. And you have to imagine, the dog was savagely attacking me, and I was at risk of pretty much losing my arm. So I punched the dog as hard as I could. The dog flew across the street and smacked into a car, leaving a massive dent. The dog stopped attacking me, but only because the dog lost an eye in the process. The dog's owner went running out of their house, just full-on bolt. And I said, "Your dog was attacking me, and I'm just walking on public property trying to get to school." And the dog was known for being aggressive. So I basically said, your unleashed dog is attacking a minor going to school, and you're breaking leash laws, and you're not taking care of your animal. Who do you think the cops are going to listen to? Because the person threatened to call the cops. I said, go ahead, do it. And my coat was essentially heavily damaged, and it was fairly obvious there were bite marks on the sleeve. And I was not too far away from the dog biting through the coat. I still had some bite marks on my arm, but it didn't go all the way through. And I said, if you call the cops, I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure the dog's put down. And I told them that given this situation, it's probably not going to be too difficult. The person backed off very quickly after that, and I never saw the dog again. For me, my experience is that nearly all dogs are naturally aggressive. If I see a dog that isn't aggressive, I chalk that up to someone taming the animal. I say tame because I essentially look at dogs as though they're wild animals, and I treat them as such. I haven't been attacked by a dog since I was in elementary school. Okay. But yeah, that's kind of how I look at animals, is that if you have a bad experience with an animal, you mostly need to start treating it as though it's wild. But as far as my experience with cats goes, I do not have like any horror stories with cats. Not a single one. I have at absolute worst, okay, grab one, two, 3, 4, 5. There's a reason why I'm doing this. That is the minimum I actually need for a slingshot. Pissing on the pillow the night before picked dead. I'm sorry. I have one worse than that, but it's not technically my story. It is not my story, and I didn't see this happen, but I did see the physical evidence of this. Way back in the day, I had a pet cat. This cat was an extremely aggressive cat. To everyone but me. If you were me, then that cat was one of the friendliest animals on the planet. But if you were not me, that thing was evil incarnate. So, and I had this cat for, like 20 years. I had this cat up till the day he passed away. When he passed away, you know, then you have to take care of their final remains and all that really unpleasant stuff that goes along with having a senior pet. But in this cat's youth, he was a horror to everyone but me. And I've had this cat since like childhood, so I think I got the cat when I was 10 years old, and he died when I was like 30. So I had him for like 20 years. And one day my mother was scooping his cat box while I was at school. And my sister was homesick. Like, she was pretty ill. Not like life-threatening ill, just couldn't go to school. And my mother was bending down, scooping out things in the in his cat box, and she was wearing an apron at the time with little strings on the bottom. This becomes important very quickly. This being a cat, he loved to play with strings. Didn't matter if it was on an apron, didn't matter if it was part of someone's sewing, didn't matter if it was just a loose piece of string, just loved to play with it. Not an odd thing to do until you realize that this particular piece of string was attached to an apron, and that apron was attached to a person, namely my mother. And my mother was, you know, moving about trying to clean the cat box, and so she wasn't exactly being still. He did not like this. So he jumped up and got his claws and teeth into my mother's ass. And my mother just started running around in the circle, screaming, "That cat's on my ass! He's biting and scratching my ass!" And this, of course, gets the attention of my sister, who quickly goes down the stairs to see what's going on. And she sees our mother just running around in the circle with the cat just, you know, claw deep into my mother. Like, he's holding on for dear life. And she's running around in the circle, and she's just screaming, "That cat's on my ass! He's biting and scratching my ass!" And my sister just starts hysterically laughing. She's not lifting a finger. You know, classic sister move. Even if she were healthy, she wouldn't lift a finger. But, you know, given that was the situation, I don't think I could have reacted any differently. I'd probably do the same damn thing, to be completely honest. So my mother's running around in a circle trying to get this cat off, just constantly repeating the same thing. And she eventually gets the cat off of her ass. And she just looks at my sister and flat out says, why didn't you help me?" And my sister replies with the only perfect response of, "I can't." And the instant that she was finally finished laughing at my mother for having the cat bite and scratch my mother, is she eventually vomited, because the pressure from laughing and the combination of being sick was too much for her stomach to actually bear. Healthy, I don't think I could have actually held that one in either. And when it was finally over, my mother showed me the evidence. I said there was evidence. I didn't specify what it was. The evidence was the blood-stained and claw-driven claw marks in my mother's underwear. I don't know how my cat managed to do this, but the claw marks were perfect claw marks. They weren't like full-on tears in the underwear. You could see the exact size of his claws in the underwear, and the blood stains matched up perfectly. So even without seeing my mother's ass, I knew exactly where his claws were in my mother's ass just by looking at the underwear. And that is my mother's horror story about this. I love that cat. Oh. My mother had a similar story with a goose. I know that geese can be mean. I have heard horror stories about geese. So on the premise, I can say that it's pretty believable. Oh. Every time I bring that up, I start laughing to the point of crying. Oh, man. So, alright. I have to try to remember what I was doing. Oh, right, the trees. Ah, son of a bitch, that's one of the holiday ones. I will read that, just... Okay, I'm not even close. That should be a lot better. Really? My mother was about 12 when this happened. She was feeding one goose some bread, and all of a sudden it started chasing her. Right, this was the first time my mother said a cuss word. Yeah, they will chase you. I've heard worse. Yeah. But as far as like cat piss on human hair is a bad combination. Again, every horror story I have about this cat is someone else's horror story. I don't have anything else other than the cat like really attacked me once. Other than that, and that I have some scars from him, but nothing like truly horrific. It's almost always someone else's story. But I'll share that after you're done, because I feel that this has more to it. Yeah. My personal experience with cats has been mostly fantastic. Yeah, I've had a cat like bite into me, but nothing onto the levels of humorous or scarring as claw marks in the underwear. I'm just seeing the time. Alright, I needed to know approximately what time I actually said that. I might upload the cat story as like a separate video to YouTube on top of the full stream. Oh shit, that reminds me, I still haven't destroyed the real shitty capture card. I still have to do that. The goose latched onto her ass and wouldn't let go for the life of it. She was swearing a storm. It stayed on her for about 20 minutes. She said, "This goose is on my ass," etc. She pulled me away from ducks ever since then. She said a lot of F-bombs too, which I'm not going to say much. Ever since then, she says the F word at least 3 times in a daily greet. It is rather horrifying. Okay. My mother is definitely the kind of person to curse. But okay, I need to switch to this. Okay, that's definitely not a recipe. I'm gonna quickly check the beaches for... It actually helps that this is actually synced with my time zone for once, instead of the random bullshit that I normally do. Jeez, though. Bloody claw marks on underwear. Ouch. Yeah, I saw them with my own eyes. I didn't see the attack, but I did see the underwear. When I saw the underwear, I lost it, you know. Someone shows you a pair of underwear that's bloody with real claw marks from a real animal attack from a pet, and they show it to you while said pet is in your lap purring. You're gonna have a hard time holding that in. And if you can hold it in, well, you have more self-control than I do. Not saying it's not possible, I'm just saying it would be difficult. Of all the places, though. Oh, agreed, but it just made it funnier. I'm not saying it's dignified. Oh. Dignity and that story do not go hand in hand. Oh. My cat is anarchy himself when I'm not around. Oh, I can believe that. That I can believe. The best description I have for cats is that they are a wad of chaos wrapped around in fur. Anyone that's ever had a cat will understand that remark. For some reason, ... I'm not violent, but not with violence, just farting, for some reason. Every cat is different with their chaos. The same cat that I had that clawed and bit the living shit out of my mother's ass, he had a different specialty from my sister. Oh man, I love this. I love this cat. So my sister was going to high school, right? Well, one morning, my cat decided, you know, today is the day that he's going to puke in my sister's brand new expensive sneakers. And he didn't puke in just one of them. And yes, it's inside, not on the outside. He puked exactly where the foot goes, and he only managed to puke where the foot goes. So that my sister had to put both of her feet in the shoes, in the vomit, to find out that there was vomit in the shoes. And he didn't vomit in just one of them. He vomited in both of them. Oh, this cat was an overachiever, I'll tell you. I miss this animal. Okay, let me go back to... Okay. Alright, enjoy your lurk. I'm trying to get rid of all of my bell trees because of the Easter event. I don't know if that's all of them. That might just be all of them on this part of the island. I know I don't have any on the upper level, so that's a concern I don't have. Alright, the good news is that all that money is now done. Let me quickly... This is the easiest way to take care of it. The money is... Alright. Deposit. Full amount. Alright. That frees up a lot of storage space. Good. I don't think that shop is open yet. There's like an Easter Bunny character that supposedly arrives every other day during this event. Alright. Now that that's out of the way, I'm doing this for the rock eggs, and yeah, that's actually a thing. But only during the event. Okay, that one's tapped out. This is starting to get me concerned. I need those rock eggs, and it's okay. Ugh. That was something I was concerned about happening. I mean, the good thing is that it gave me rocks, but now I need to make sure I can actually make another one of those flimsy axes. I don't want to destroy the rocks because then they respawn and move. I don't want to do that. Bunny day walk clock. I have to make all the egg crap. But I'm not doing that as of yet. Tools. Series alphabetical order. Flimsy axe. Shit. Oh wait. Do I have... Of course I don't have that. Sold all my wood. Now the only way I can actually get an axe is if this actually opens. I mean, I could... Well, are there any more money trees? I do not see money trees. This is problematic. Okay, I don't have anything they would ask for. Oh, do I have money? No, I don't. Alright, what is... I can't tell where that item is coming from. Even if this... Okay, yeah, I want to shoot this one down. I shoot down all of the holiday ones because they... This could still be an egg. Nope. Alright, I'm at least gonna go by the store and see what time they open. Unselected. 8 a.m. So they open in roughly an hour and 20 minutes. That is annoying. Okay, bite the... there you go. The good thing about this is that while I might not be able to get the rocks currently because of the damn shop, I don't need these since I obviously can't use them. Oh, wait. Oh, right, that's where the, where my tool actually broke. I was wondering why that space was being inhabited by an egg. Do I have any flimsy axes? Not in my inventory. All right. I have a lot of those sky eggs. I don't know how many of those I'm going to need for all of the recipes, but I'm guessing I'm going to need a lot of them. You know what I could do is this. Oh wait, I can't do that. I'd still need the shop. Or would I? I have an idea. Hear me out. I could continuously do that to all the orange trees without actually losing any of the orange trees. And it wouldn't move the trees either because it's doing it directly at the... at where it's being cut down. This is the only way I have to do this that I can think of. I need one more. I am not as stupid as I think I am sometimes. Because I would need to use the shop to hopefully get another tree that isn't an orange tree. Alrighty, let's go up here. Eventually, I'm going to run into a wasp situation. Yes! That may actually take care of what I need. Let me just switch to the shovel. Take this out. Plant this. Again, I didn't move a single tree. I mean, it's annoying I have to wait for them to regrow, but... it is one hell of a way to go about solving this problem. Oh shit, I sold the rocks. Luckily, I have my own supply. It's not the end of the world. Wait, that's a stone axe, then what's a flimsy axe? Tree branches and a stone. I didn't need the wood. I'm probably going to get something to eat, and then I'm probably going to shower, and then I'm probably going to go to bed. So probably not immediately after, but I do have plans. So, I did all that for nothing. Let me see. Put in storage. I'm gonna put the other stuff in storage. Oh. I'm gonna put that in the selling storage area. Alrighty. That would be the wrong axe. That sounds too much like my alert for my donations to my charity. That rock egg is what I actually need. Let me quickly unselect that tool. I actually need a whole bunch of rock eggs, and is there That's nothing to be ashamed of. I have a facial expression that I have solely for foods I don't like. And people don't ask, like, blood relatives don't ask me if I like anything anymore. They just watch me eat something and then they just look at the expression on my face. I honestly can't lie about it, because it's one of the few, like, physical tics I actually have, is that if I eat something I don't like, I have, like, a facial expression that I have solely for that one thought process of I don't like, okay, that one's been tapped, of I don't like food X, Y, and Z. Okay, I didn't tap this one. All right. Alright, I need to shoot this down very quickly. The fact that I did that kind of blind is awesome. Alright, let's see. Alright, I got... managed to get 2 of those stone eggs. I still need to get... Come on. This might actually be an egg. Yes, that's an egg. Yeah, it didn't trigger. That's fine. The stone eggs are the harder ones to get. Yeah, my physical tics that I have are like few and far between. One of the few that I have is that I have a facial expression solely for when I don't like foods. It's not like a conscious thing, but it is something I've been consciously aware of, or at least made consciously aware of. Okay, stone eggs. I want to see how many of those I have. Okay. 9. I'm going to have so much iron by the time I'm done this. I prefer to get rid of my iron as quickly as possible by using up tools. That's not going to happen for a while. Okay. I know I tapped out all the ones on the top, but did I tap out this one? I may have. Yes, I did. Alright, I'm keeping that. Unless I have a pill bug already in the inventory, I'm keeping that one. Oh, yeah, here's the thing. If I start laughing for an extended period of time, it doesn't happen too frequently. Like, say I find something really hysterical, like I've been watching, old George Carlin stand-up. And, if you don't know who George Carlin is, an old comedian that did comedy from the 1960s all the way up to my early adulthood. So, he did comedy for a while. Alright. Alright. How I'm going to handle this is I'm going to go to other islands, because I think I tapped out all the, there might be one stone that I didn't tap out. on the other side of this museum. I don't know if I tapped out this one. Yes, I did. I must have tapped out all the ones on my island. Okay. And they're going to be tapped out for the rest of the day. Now, this is where a lot of people would get frustrated and pissed off. But I have a whole bunch of Nook points that I never use. Like thousands of them. So I'm just going to use them on the islands. Alright. I almost never use when I actually start laughing for an extended period of time or I get really pissed off, I have this big vein that sticks out in the middle of my forehead. I've had a lot of people tell me that when they see that vein stick out that they usually ask if I've been laughing for an extended period of time. If the answer is no, they just avoid me after that. Oh. Yeah, I don't want that clay. I'm gonna keep everything else because I can still craft some basic tools with this. I'm only going to pick up, hopefully, rock eggs. I still need to talk to all my villagers on this particular day so none of them get pissed off. I will do that after use my ticket. Alright. While that's going off, I'm gonna enjoy my drink. Now, I don't say what my drink is because it is a name brand sports drink, but since the reason why I don't bring up the brand is because they don't pay me anything. Now, I'd like to remind everyone that I am not streaming Thursday or Friday of this week. That is so I don't try to burn myself out while I try to come back to a normal streaming schedule. I bumped into my microphone. So, while I am supposed to be on... oh boy, I forgot about... I don't care about that egg. I'll just eat that because I don't care. Okay. I'm only digging for... I want a goddamn fossil. I don't want the bamboo bullshit. That's not a fossil. I'm gonna be mad. God damn it. Seriously, game. The game couldn't spare me with a single... Not a single fossil. And only 2 rocks. Well, this is going to be a short trip. I did not know that this could actually do that. Oh man, that's exactly what I needed to happen. Now I need to do that, I think. If I have 5 of those sets, that means that I'm real close to getting all of these. Let me just... Okay, order obtained. That's actually what I want for once. Okay. It's 1... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I only need the water one. I need literally the easiest one to grab because it's the only eggs that's actually unlimited. Alright. That couldn't have gone any better. Well, maybe if it had actual fossils on the island. Just short of that, it did everything else I wanted it to do. You know what? No. Shit. This fish is temperamental. Turned away. I'm trying to catch this damn fish over here. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There you go. Come on, come on, come on. Bite it. Bite it. It's not gonna hurt me to actually pick up the fish I think it is. It would be bigger than that. That seems about right. Alright. Switch over here. I don't think this is going to be an egg. The irony about this is that I now need the easiest one to actually unlock, and the one that was the most difficult, that I was most concerned about, took like 5 minutes. But now I know not to actually... Alright. Now I know not to eat food and then hit the rocks, because that would destroy them, even with the flimsy axe. That's good to know. I mean, I know it would do it with the better axe. Yeah, I'm ready to go home. I have that button on the side of my head. That can you shit clip made that yeah, I need to go back to my island because I need to offload the shit that's on my person. This... yeah. Alright. The eggs are going to be offloaded first. Alrighty. Put in storage. Put in storage. Everything up to here I can sell. Alright. There. That solves all of those problems. Those sky eggs are easily one of the easiest to get. Alright, there's... let me... Knowing my luck, they would be like, oh, I see you have an Easter egg. That is a pain in the ass to get. Let me have all of them. Alright. Let's check. Okay. I know that you can get some of the recipes by talking to characters. This character's still asleep. Still asleep. All right. Okay, that one doesn't surprise me because that character has a character trait of lazy. I'm not passing judgment, that's simply the character trait they have. Okay, this one's awake. Okay. So I already have that skill. Wilbur? I don't remember there being a Wilbur, and okay. Yeah. That someone was me. I don't remember if whether or not I tapped out that rock. Okay, it doesn't matter. I still need to actually get the C1. Is there any fish? Here we go. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, I think I actually hear construction starting. As much as I don't want to do this, I'm going to unselect my fishing rod, then I'm going to quickly talk to all the characters to which I have not talked to. Okay, I've talked to this one's finally waking up. Okay. Let's talk. Alright, characters are slowly starting to wake up. My vision is literally getting slightly blurry with glasses. Okay. I have a little piece of advice for you, Sumi.
Go to bed.
There. Do I have anything that'll get you through an hour? Can't sleep. Not while this is going on. Construction, or I could probably go on for another hour if need be. But please realize that you're going to hear like a lot of hammering and shit, or at the very least I'm going to be dealing with that. Either way, whether I'm streaming or not, I'm going to be dealing with that racket. I need to sell this shit. Alright, now I don't have to be concerned about another character picking up. Oh, I can go over to that character now. Before I do that, let me... Oh, that was a mistake. Or was it? Ugh. Fish. I mean, I realize I'm fishing, but I'm actually trying to get one of those water eggs. I could care less about the actual bells from the fish. These teachers can kiss my ass. I am literally destroying my body due to staying up looking like at a screen for 17 hours straight. Yeah, I think that is kind of outrageous. I view education above actually trying to force students to do tests. There's nothing that a student can learn out of two bloodshot eyes. The fact that they don't give a shit about students' safety or their health, it's complete asinine. The sides of my, yeah, I've dealt with that. I know sadly what that's like. Okay, let's see if this is a water egg. Come on. No, I think this is a fish. It is so rare for me to not want it to be a fish, and now I want it to be anything but a fish. Come on. Really? It's actually a very rare, very expensive fish. And I was not aiming for an expensive rare fish. I will only sell that one for like top dollar. But it's not going to stay in my inventory. Sea bass though, that's a garbage fish. Where is it? Oh man, I am getting very hungry. I don't know why. Oh, wait, I know why, because I had a super early breakfast. That's why. Also, I wouldn't be late for the stream. And then things happened. That banging is just getting louder and louder and louder. Now, I found out how long it takes to... Funny game. I said I didn't want to fish and you give me a boot. Funny. Yeah, I think Animal Crossing is playing games with me. Come on, come on, come on. That is what I wanted. Boot. I ate once yesterday. I feel your pain, but it almost feels as if my eyes and my body itself is glued to my chair and a screen. Ugh. You see, when teachers are doing that to their students, they're fucking up. You can't convince me that they're not fucking up when they do that to their students. I don't give a rat's ass how far behind a student is in their quote-unquote classwork. If the classwork consists of making sure that your students have 2 bloodshot eyes or even 1, then the teacher or the school system or a combination thereof fucked up. Yeah, I mean, well, here's my outlook on it, and you're probably going to understand why. I don't like the idea of classwork on a device. I feel you on that, on a personal level. I feel that it's generally a bad idea, but given the state of the world, I can understand it. That's one of the few things where it's like, it's not the best of ideas, but given how everything currently is, it's understandable. I'm going to give you a little piece of advice that no one ever taught me. No one ever gave me this piece of advice. Had to figure it out for myself. and no one offered it to me for free. When you're in a shit situation, doesn't matter if you're to blame for it or not, or if it's, you know, just luck of the draw, or if it's, you know, a global thing. When you're in a shit situation, you will sometimes not be given an ideal solution. And there are even times where the solution sucks ass. But a shit solution is better than no solution. No one handed me that little tidbit of wisdom. I had to figure that shit out for myself. Like, a shit solution is better than no solution. Especially if it works to at least alleviate the problem, if not solve it outright. But we don't live in a perfect world, so that doesn't always happen. If I don't see a fish that's bigger than that, because look, this is not going to be an egg. This is too small. Come on. Yeah, I'm saying that remote learning would be better than being taught in a classroom. Now, there are some things that does not work for, like science projects. I get that, but I grew up in a day and age where technology was a little bit different. When I was in school, the projects that were handed out that you did on a device was limited to what was called, and I do not suspect that this exists anymore, kind of like a computer lab or computers within the library of the school. I went to a school that had computers in the library, and then I went to a school that had a dedicated area simply for the computers. I don't think anything like that exists anymore because computers are a lot more portable than they were when I was younger. When I was younger, the majority of powerful enough computers to do homework were PCs. So back in the day, they were decent sized computers for anything powerful enough to do homework. Come on, bite it. Bite it. Fish. Alright. And I quickly switch back to this. If I don't see any decently sized quote-unquote fish silhouettes, I will go and I find one. I don't think it's going to hand me any more. Any more recipes. All right, I'm gonna go inside. I don't know how many eggs I'm going to need. But the game's like, oh, if you need to craft all of these things, and then you actually can get a super special item. I don't know what that is. Put in storage. The rest of that I'm selling. I'm going to try to make it to like 8:30, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to because I am extremely hungry. I need to go back over here. Sell, sell, sell. Sorry for leaving like this, but I'm trying to stay awake and I want to put some effort into this BS exam. I hope you have a good morning. Oh, I understand. School comes before Twitch. I was mostly staying live so that you would have someone to help you stay awake and do homework stuff. But if it's distracting you, I understand. If that's the case, then I'm going to try to get one more egg and then I'm going to end cast. Come on, come on. Come on. You said you needed someone to keep you awake. I probably would have called stream about an hour ago. But when you're like, oh, I need someone to I need something to help me stay awake, I was like, ah, fuck it, I'll be live another hour. If I can help my audience by being live an extra hour, fine, fuck it, I'll do it. Come on. Another fish. Nothing that way. Getting to the point where, ooh. Yeah, it's nasty. If nothing else, I'm happy that I could at least be of some help for you, having like being a cold splash of water. Nope, pun intended. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, no, you don't. You're welcome. And good morning to you too. I try to help my community as much as I possibly can. If that simply means that I can help my community by simply being here, then I'll do it. Because otherwise, what the hell am I doing on Twitch? Normally I'd be pissed, but I actually have a whole bunch of iron. Alright, craft. Keep crafting. Oh yeah, I have iron for days. Okay, that works perfectly. I still need to replace those sticks. So I'll quickly switch out my bug net. I hate doing this. How many do I need? Okay, only 10. All right, last 5. Alright, that puts me all the way back up to maximum. Sticks. Come on, game. Just give me one more and then I can actually end cast. Bunny Day Bag DIY recipe staring me in the face. Okay, I hope that... I think I got most of the recipes. I have very... Okay, there's one across the bridge. I want to stop running because I don't want it to swim away. Oh, that was a good cast. That's a rare fish. Not what I was hoping for. Well, it's rather uncommon, but it is an expensive one. Alright, let me just kind of deposit the one expensive fish I have. I'm gonna do it right on top of this fish. Not release place. Oh, I can't stack it. That's annoying. You know what? I'm gonna put this one right next to the other expensive one. Right here. I need to deposit my one egg, then sell all these fish. Yeah, my home has now become an egg depository. Alright. I wanna... Oh. Alright, now I need to sell these fish. Then I can... The irony about this is that while I no longer care about bells, I'm just raking in bells at this point. Yeah. I don't even care about bells, and when I first started, it was a pain in the ass to even get a few, and now I have like 17,000. I'm like, don't give a shit. Okay, that fish might be an egg. Come on. Oh, I'm feeling optimistic. Feeling a lot less optimistic. What's annoying is that the eggs are the same size as these uncommon little angler fish. I don't hate them, I just want an egg. No. I'm determined at this point. I'm gonna get it. Come on. Not in that general direction. Wait. That's almost guaranteed not to be an angler. Didn't say it wasn't another type of fish, though. Game. I feel like I'm being trolled in the most creative of ways. I know it's none of those small fries. I know those are fish. But when it gets to the... I missed. There we go. Up. That could be one. Come on, please, 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 please. Oh, that is so mean. Still nothing. I really want to get up. Still no... Oh, wait. I take that back. This might be it. This might be it. This might be it. Nothing over there. Come on, go for it. It still changed direct. There it is. There it is. There's the egg. Oh, that might... I think I just unlocked a bunch of recipes. Let me just double check. Okay. Obtained. Okay, I unlocked a bunch of them. I honestly don't know if I got all of them. I really easily could have. If I managed to get all of them in like 2 days, that would be outstanding. I don't like any of the egg stuff though. I'm not even really partial. I'm not even partial to the rug. Anytime I want an item like something to be added to the game, it never is. Egg party dress, egg party hat. I'm gonna have to actually look at this stuff that I need. I may have everything. Alright. Let me switch to this. Okay, it's not a holiday one. Alright, that is... Now I'm going to walk around the area and see if I can't start talking to characters. Ooh, getting rid of some of this stuff might be a good idea first. I know I got all 6 of the outfits in terms of getting the recipes, which means I also got some clothing options, which requires for those to be unlocked. So I unlocked a whole bunch of annoying things. Ironically, it was with that last item where I was like, hey, if I get this, I'm gonna go to bed, or get something to eat or whatever. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Then I sell everything else that's extra. Then I'm gonna walk around and talk to the characters. And the shop now opens in like 2 minutes. It's odd having that be correct for once. Like 1 minute it'll be open. I'm just waiting for the shop at this point because there's no point in me just dumping it off if the shop is going to be open in like 60 seconds. Well, less than that now. I'm seeing if I can actually... It's time machine. I'm looking for the clock. Oh, never mind. Now it's open. Okay, I want to sell. Okay, how much is this? Yeah, I can buy that. Now I'm going to make sure that I can actually replace it by ordering it anytime I want. I know I can't order... let's go here. Where is that Bunny Day stuff? Okay. Bunny Day Garden. Flag. Planter box. Alright. I can replace that fairly easily. That is good to know. I'm just going to toss that now. Sell. never actually got the formal paper before. So that is something else I need to check. No shopping. Formal paper. Oh, apparently I did get it. Probably just not that variation, though. Alright. Nothing in my mailbox. Alright, let's go in here. Wonder if I can actually put that here. Alrighty. I can't put it there. Wait, there might be room. Okay. Formal paper. Formal paper right at the ass end of a fossil. Okay, it works. Alright, I believe there's two characters I need to talk to on this area. I don't know if one of them's up yet. Still asleep. Not the one over here. Still asleep. About the one all the way over here. Resting. I'll quickly catch this quote-unquote fish. Alright, this will speed things up nicely. Alrighty, I have got to get offline after I deposit this here. Alright, let me see where I'm going to send you. I need to start sending my audience somewhere else. Alrighty. Now they won't be pestering me for my bells. I think I'm just going to do a host. Yeah, I'm just going to do a host.